Good morning, traders. Today is on 9th of October. It's a good morning. Today we don't have much any of the event in the Forex calendar. We were expecting some data to be today, but they have been removed, the ones that were tentative. So still the shutdown is on the 9th day. So possibly some events have been removed, like most of them, those that were depending on the United States government. So the only event that we have is not just a huge event; it's a small event of a moderate event whereby the Fed chair Powell will be speaking in the evening. That is a moderate impact activity, not like the usual ones that we usually have. So then the CNY is a tentative, so new loans. So both of the events are not high impact events, so we should not focus on them. Neither should we make decisions based on them. So then yesterday I was able to give some analysis or some sessions. In yesterday's analysis, we were able to look at this asset, and we were able to draw something like this. And that's what the market has done. Went up, but came and retraced on the order block, on the breaker block, then went up, but still it came again and retraced on the breaker block. And still we might see some upward move, because as comparing these candlesticks, if we go on the 1 hour time frame, these candlesticks they have huge momentum. So this move might help this candlestick to break above that momentum. May help this market to break above that high, so that we can be able to see more upward moves. So we might see a break above, so we can be able to target this zone. So that is for the USD, the USD basket. So it's very bullish today, very bullish. So then something else, it has breaked above my key zone of Asian high. It have breaked above, so I might expect the move to continue going on the upside, because today we are just looking at it technically, so we are not expecting any event to affect the market fundamentally, unless the emergency ones. So for now we might see something like this, then the market will rally up. We can see a rally on the upside. So that's how we are looking at that market, because it's very bullish as per today. So then we can check on the USD gold. Yesterday we were able to secure roughly, these were 300 pips. I left the trade to learn by itself, and we were able to trade 300 plus 100, 400 plus we were able to secure 500 pips on the yesterday's live. So still today we shall still have the same session. So my interest zone, I should mark them. So today's Asian high and today's Asian low. So I just need to mark them so that I can be able to know how to align myself with it. Then I should extend this, and this order block. So this one was an order block by then, but has already been violated, but it was retested at this zone. The market went up. So this one is no longer valid. So we should look for another one. It was already used. So for now, we are looking for a different setup, different strategy as per now. So at this point, there was a break of market structure. So this point is very, very significant due to this break of structure here. So target having a session or targeting this zone, it's very important because you already have your first key interest zone, that is per today. Remember the order block below was yesterday's data, so we are still looking at the fresh data available so that we can be able to know how to align ourselves with it. On the 5 minutes time frame, let's see how many pips. It's too huge. 100 pips is very huge. So we just want to minimize this risk to something lower, and I just want to use this engulfing so that we can have a lower risk asset. So let's use this one. That one is a bit good because the risk is a bit lower. So probably you should wait for the market to dive deeper in the order block, because nowadays gold has become so expensive in terms of pips. In terms of pips is very expensive. So for now you should the height is going, the people value, the more it's becoming more expensive. There is a point that you will reach. Right now, people can predict that 1 pip or 10 pips can be able to give you at least $1 for the person that are using the smallest lot size. But there will be a time that that will not be so. It will be a different figure, a higher figure than that. So maybe 1.5. So that's with the time. So still, today we are very bullish on gold, very bullish. So because if you can check on the daily time frame, we are just in a pin bar. We are in a pin bar. The market was on a selling pressure, but the sellers have been overtaken by buyers. So you can be able to see there is a pull on the upside. So there is some selling pressure, but the buyers are trying to overcome it. So then still at the same time, we can be able to see some at the 4 hours time frame, sellers are trying to take control after the buyers have pushed the market up. So the first key zone of interest in terms of the 4 hours time frame, this is a zone to monitor. That is a zone to monitor, and we can use a different color. We can use maybe a red color. This is a zone to monitor, so that we can be able to know how to play with this. Because even though the market will throw a week, even though the market will come down, will just maybe throw a week to this zone, then pushes on the upside. So that's how we might wait this setup to be formed. So then we are very bearish on the 4 hours time frame. That is for the buyers that want, or the sellers that want to ensure that they have some selling opportunities. So this is the zone we should be targeting. So this zone is a key interest zone on the 4 hours time frame. So we should check on it. Yeah, then on the 15 minutes, still it is a key interest zone. The best thing, we have already marked it. So for now, we are just waiting for the market to play its part. Then our work is to react on it. So then the rest, we shall be able to know how to play with it, and we shall be able to align ourselves with the activities that are going to happen today. In case whatever Powell will say, we shall be there to react to those activity. Your job as a trader is just to react with what is happening. Just react, study the market. So for this red candle, as per me, this is a candlestick with selling strength. So we might see the move on the downside. It has much selling pressure, so you might expect it to come to this point. Then we look on the upside, because the same thing had happened here. There was much selling pressure here, and that was true. It was confirmed on the downside. So from there, we can be able to anticipate the market to move this way or on the upward. So remember, these are technicals, not financial advice, because I don't want to mess up with someone. So thinking that it is a financial advice, but it's a financial education. So when the market comes to this zone, it's a good opportunity for you to place your buy at that point. So for me, I place it at that. I might target these highs. That's why I'm targeting my second take profit. But I will also be targeting the all-time high for maybe a wronger position. So let's see how the market is going to operate. Our work is just to react and still be marking the zones, because I usually share some setups on WhatsApp or Telegram. But most of the time, you can be able, the day can close without you getting an opportunity for a buy or a sell, because what the market is doing, it is forming some structures. Your work is to react to those structures and monitor those structures. So at the end of the day, if you monitor the structures, the market is going to give you an opportunity for a trade position. So the main goal is to understand what we do. We just mark the key zones that the market might react on. And if you can be able to go on my history, we have been marking them. Marking is not bad. You just mark those zones, because like yesterday, after the Asian high was broken, the market went up. Then the market, so after the market broke on the Asian high, the market went up, then formed a higher low. Then after forming a higher low, then the market rallied up again and broke the previous OB. So from there, I just needed to mark the zone, and after some time, the market came and retraced to the zone, and the market went up, and we were able to secure 300 pips from the move. Your work is just to react. We were able to secure 300 pips and above. So it was a good opportunity. So then still at this point, maybe if you can use the lower time frame, you can still see more selling or buying opportunities, because at the end of the day, what matters is the structure. Are you able to understand what the market is telling you? Because every candlestick in the market has a story. And there is something that I will be able to post in this channel later about the candlesticks that you are supposed to check that are going to give you high probability setups. So after you have been able to mark these zones, because at the end of the day, if you have been able to mark a zone like this, and you see a candlestick cross like a set candle closing with a very long wick on the downside and a small wick on the upside, that is telling you a story that there is a control shift of the market, the side of the market that is moving. That's all most of the time, because this one, when it is formed at support, it's a key zone that is a candlestick that is telling you that sellers are getting out of control and buyers are taking over. So at that point is the point that you should be targeting for a zone of entry. At this point, there was much indecision. At this point, there was much indecision, but I have been able to place a buy due to the study that I've been able to make with this candlestick here. And my trade is now, because I entered at this zone, I have used where there is a white line. So my trade is currently running 70 pips, and it is a sell order. So your work is to interpret, because when you interpret the market most of the time will give you whatever you need. But don't allow the market to interpret you, because when it does, it might do something bad. So for today, what I'm going to share is something like this. So like you can be able to see like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can be able to see 5 candlesticks were formed, but there was a single engulfing, a bearish engulfing that overtook all the this bearish engulfing engulfed 5 candlesticks that were behind it. So I'm just going to share that skill here on on YouTube, so that you can be able to be having the skill about what we check and how to check it and how to use it on your uh, benefit, because when you use it properly, you can be able to be profitable. So for me, I don't like sharing much skills on YouTube, because I don't want to mislead someone. Because at the end of the day, like I can be able to tell you, like what works for me is ICT order blocks. So when I come here and start teaching about ICT order block, tomorrow I have uh, ICT breaker block. So sometimes you combine them. Tomorrow, like you need to filter some skills that are being shared online and use the ones that are high probability and the ones that are working on your favor, because not every skill is meant to work for you and not everything will work for you. You will just have to use something that is beneficial to you. So at this point, I want to check this in this scenario. If this market breaks below the zone, goes on the downside, do it retest, look for selling opportunities. That's how we are looking at it. If it fails to break below, look for buying a confirmation of a bullish move, and look for a buying opportunity, enter for a buy opportunity, but you must see a confirmation. So if the body, if the candlestick or the market throws a candlestick a week on the downside, there is nothing bad. You can enter. It's not a must you enter within the order block for you to be able to be profitable. No, your work is to ensure that you have confirmed the market is moving on my direction. That's the first thing. It's better you enter your order at this zone, you target less pips, than to enter at this zone you target much pips, then at the end of the day you end up losing. So because there is something, you must ensure that the market has reversed. If you are not good at reading this information with candles, ensure that the candlestick that is being revealed to you is a candlestick that is favoring your direction. Don't enter a buy and at the same time the market is showing selling pressure or is giving you information of sellers. So that was a mistake that I was making before, and I don't want you to make. So when the candlestick that are still red and you want to enter a buy position, wait until the green candles are formed, because you might end up losing, because at the end of the day, God behaves the way it wants, and your work is to respond. So when the market closes with bigger candlestick on the below this zone, it is telling you that sellers are still in control, so you should not sell, you should not buy. So until when the buyers are in control, that's the time to look for buying opportunities, because it is still in your zone. Remember, from this line I have been able to mark here, this one I have made it white, this one, that zone is still within your zone. Between this line, the Asian row, and this line, it is still in your zone. So look for a buying opportunity between that zone. If it reaches to the Asian row, wait until the market reverses and you see the market is going on the upside. So when it does, look for a buy opportunity, ensure that you have a minimal risk. Then something else, ensure that you manage it well, and still monitor emotions and monitor everything that is happening to you while you are still in that trade, because that is how to be able to fix. You're going to know how to fix the trader, because at the end of the day, it's not about fixing the strategy, it's about fixing the trader, because when you fix the trader, the profits will take care of themselves. So that's what I can be able to tell you. Fix the trader and the market will fix the profits. So if you do that, most of the time you are going to win, because there is no perfect strategy. All strategies are not perfect, they are not good. So I just want to wish you a good day and a blessed day, a beautiful day. Bye bye. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel, so that we can be able to build up an empire together. I really appreciate your support. Bye bye.